The Last Salute. It was a quiet Monday afternoon in the small town of Magnolia Springs, Alabama. The sun beat down on the pavement, casting long shadows across the sleepy streets. Sergeant Lucas Denton, a white police officer with 20 years on the force, sat parked outside the local convenience store, sipping on his lukewarm coffee and bored out of his mind. He had always considered Magnolia Springs a good town, his kind of town. People knew their place. Or at least, that's what he believed. That's when he saw him, an older black man, tall and proud, walking slowly but purposefully down the sidewalk. He was dressed in worn cargo pants and a tucked-in black t-shirt. His beard was salt and pepper, and his posture unnervingly upright. He carried a duffel bag slung over one shoulder, and his boots clunked heavily on the pavement. Denton's eyes narrowed out of towners. He muttered. He pulled his cruiser up behind the man, hit the siren once, just enough to spook him, and got out. "Hey!" Denton barked, his hand resting on his holstered pistol. "Where you headed?" The man turned slowly. His eyes were calm, his voice quieter than expected. "Just walking." Denton didn't like the tone. It wasn't afraid. It wasn't submissive. And that made him uncomfortable. "You got ID?" The man hesitated, then reached slowly into his back pocket and produced a military ID card. Denton didn't look at it. "That's some kind of joke? You steal this?" "No, sir," the man said flatly. "It's mine." "You saying you're in the military was?" "For 35 years, Denton scoffed. "A janitor at the base doesn't count." The man's face remained expressionless, but his hand tightened slightly on the strap of his bag. "I served in Desert Storm, Afghanistan, Iraq. Commanded men who wouldn't have followed you into a grocery store, let alone a battlefield." Denton stepped closer. "Don't get smart with me, boy. This is my town. You think that ID means you get to strut around here?" The man's gaze shifted slightly cold. "Precise. You don't want to do this." "Oh, I think I'm right." It was so fast, Denton barely processed it. From the ground, he could see the man finally pull out the ID card again and toss it down beside him. "Take a good look this time." Denton turned his head just enough to read the card. "General Augustus M. King, United States Army, retired. 4-star General." Denton's mouth went dry. His heart pounded. The name was familiar. Too familiar. King wasn't just a general. He was a legend. There were documentaries about him, schools named after him. Denton had even seen him once on a news special, accepting a Presidential Medal of Freedom, and now, here he was, in Magnolia Springs, having just handcuffed a local cop. General King let the silence hang before kneeling beside him. "I fought for this country, so men like you could be better." Not bitter. A black SUV rolled up. 2 men in suits stepped out, clearly expecting the general. One nodded to him, and the other eyed Denton. "You want to press charges, sir?" the agent asked. King looked at Denton for a long moment. "No," he said finally, "but make sure his department knows who he tried to arrest." He stood, dusted himself off, and walked away without another word. Later that week, the Magnolia Springs Police Department quietly placed Sergeant Lucas Denton on administrative leave pending an internal investigation. Word spread fast. By the end of the month, the mayor had issued an official apology. By the end of the year, a new diversity training program had been introduced to the force, mandatory. And though no charges were filed, the encounter lived on in whispers, in YouTube clips, in community meetings. Some said the general let Denton off easy. Others believed the humiliation was punishment enough. But one thing was clear to everyone after that day. In Magnolia Springs, even ghosts of the past saluted General Augustus King.